What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another career mode episode. I haven't recorded this in a while. It's been like 5 days. Obviously, you guys will be more up to date if you've seen the last episode, but this is the 12th episode. And from the looks of it, I'm looking for a striker, a left mid, and a left back. Seems about right. We just sold Slimani. I do remember that. So we sold Slimani. We're looking for another, a new backup striker or a starting striker. I do have someone in mind who's on the short list right now, and then we need a left mid and a left back. So yeah, that definitely fits. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This episode is just going through the transfer window. Now, I should have already went back and did all this nonsense. Okay, I did. Did I put any of the left backs on the transfer list? I put him on the transfer list. Okay, so if we bring in a new left back, I could try trading Fuchs, but he was just so good last season, I don't want to get rid of him. And then Chilwell is only 20 years old, and he's 72 rated, so I don't really want to get rid of him either. But I definitely want to bring in a new left back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Chilwell on the loan list for a 1-year loan. I'm going to keep Fuchs. I'm still going to try and get rid of this guy. And then on the left mid side of things, we have a couple of guys here. So he's transfer listed. I remember doing that. Kaputska is on the 1-year loan list. Then we got Gray and Albrighton. And Albrighton, he had a good season last time around, but I mean, he's 58,000 in wages. He's worth 4.4 million. He's 27 years old. He's probably not going to get better, and Gray is within 1 rating of him. So I'm going to put him on the transfer list. Or I'm going to try to trade him for the left mid that we bring in, whoever that is. I just saw someone there. That left winger. I think it's someone from our youth academy, I believe. Is he on the loan list? He should be. He is. Okay. So yeah, he's one of our youth players, 60 rated, 16 years old. We do have this Cam as well. I remember signing him from the youth academy. So yeah, Galliano here may even start a few games. I'm going to keep him in the squad because we're going to be training him throughout the season. He should be on the training right now. Yeah, it's him and Marcos, our goalkeeper there. Now, on to the transfer targets. I'm pretty sure at the last episode that I told you guys I was going to, make a short list off camera. I have done that. So we're also looking for a young center back. So we've got a couple of young center backs here. All these guys are being scouted. And then we have all the guys that, most of them that have, like, a value already are, like, big name players. I'm looking to bring in at the end of the season, well, at the halfway point of the season in January, looking to bring those guys in, at least a couple of them, on a pre-contract. And then this guy, I found him last episode, and I guess I already sent in a transfer offer, but yeah, 18 years old, 63 rated. He's got pretty decent physical stats, meaning he's got a lot of potential, I would say, because, physical stats you can't train, everything else you can train. So if somebody's already got good physical stats, then you can train all their other stats, and then they'll be an incredible, well-rounded player. So he's going to be, it's pretty much already, I pretty much already decided he's going to be our backup striker that we bring in instead of Slimani. And honestly, he might even do better than Slimani did the entire last season, because Slimani didn't score a single goal. So that's not really that hard to beat. Got a couple of big-name players in there that could be too expensive, maybe. Bernat is definitely one player that we could be able to bring in on the cheap that's a decent player. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for these scouting reports to come in on some of those guys. Also, last episode, I did check. I offered one of our right mids from the youth academy a contract, so hopefully he accepts that. And we have a loan offer for Kaputska there, so we're going to go ahead and reject that and get him out on loan. And, okay, so he's loaned out. We've already sent an offer in for him. Okay, so we're going to progress a little bit more here. Got another transfer offer finally for Robert Zieler there. I am going to offer or counter back, not that much. I'm gonna try and get 13 million for him. We'll see if they can get that. Interesting, the AC Milan are coming in. If they still have Donnarumma, I would think he would be probably like 78, 79 rated by now. But who knows? Yeah, but we've got Marcos there, who's 75 rated. He's like 17 or something like that. So he's definitely going to be our reserve keeper. So we don't have to worry about keeping Zieler in the squad. And Clement, okay, I remember this guy now. His name is Clement. He's Spanish, but Clement is like a French name. I'm pretty sure it's like Clement or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna call him Clement for the rest of the season. Maybe Clemente. I don't know. He's Spanish with a French name. At least I'm pretty sure it's a French name, so it's weird. But yeah, maybe I just shouldn't have brought him in because of that. Just kidding. But we are gonna put him. Okay, I wanna train him instead of Marcos. Okay, so yeah, 75 is. I mean, it's high enough rated. I wanna get this guy up because I think he. You know, I obviously didn't like scout him or anything. I didn't find him from scouting. I found him by just looking through the free agent. So I don't know if he's like necessarily a promising player. It says it there, but that could mean that he's just going to go to be like 78 rated. But I feel like he's got some potential. So I'm going to train him in chance creation to get his shooting stats up, and then also want to get his stamina and dribbling up. So I'm going to go for this one. No, this one. Yes. There we go. So we're going to start training him. I'm going to go ahead and say right now he's probably going to be like 75 rated by the end of the season. 75 rated or higher. Even. Hopefully higher. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to be a key part of the squad moving forward. Hopefully. Same as that Cam, who is coincidentally also Spanish. They have decided to match it for Zieler. So we're probably going to get like 10 million from that, I'd imagine, after the board takes a little bit out. You know, given that Zieler accepts the contract, which I'm sure he will. He's been unhappy here for a while because, you know, he didn't play most of last season. I'm not sure if he got a game. I can't remember off the top of my head, but, you know, he didn't play that much at least. We got another offer for Zieler, and we have a loan offer for Chilwell, so we're going to accept that and send him out on loan. It doesn't mean that we have to bring in another left back now. Now, the fact that I've gotten another offer, and I'm gonna do the same counter offers I did to AC Milan, it kind of worries me a little bit that he hasn't left yet, because kind of makes me think that he's not wanting to accept the contract from AC Milan. Maybe he gets paid a little bit too much and isn't going to be willing to give that up. Okay, all right, he has left, and we have got 10.5 million. Okay, so that's good. We got another 10.5 million for the budget, and Andy King, who is on the transfer list, we're going to accept that offer for him. He was good for us last season. You know, he had a couple of good games. You know, he filled in for Drinkwater a fair few times when Drinkwater was tired. But it's time for him to go. I'm kind of looking to bring in another center mid. Not really though. It's not really on my priority list, and we're gonna reject that or just ignore it. Not managing an international team in this career mode, or any career mode for that matter. Not really too interested in doing it. Juan Marcos is not going to get Zieler's spot because Zieler did not have a spot in the squad. So that is the lineup that we're going to go into the first game of the season with. It's a pretty strong lineup. I really like the look of it. Who do we have on the bench? Do I need to sort anything out here? Let's see. Chowdhury, I completely forgot about. He's got some potential as well. I haven't been training him, but he's still a great player. Is there anyone else that I want on the bench? I am going to put Clement on the bench instead of Okazaki. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okazaki was pretty good for us last season, but really, I feel like if he's going to score, it's probably going to be when he starts. And the way that I'm going to rotate strikers is I'm even going to do it with the 63-word player. It's basically going to be the only way to guarantee your spot is to score. So if you don't score, there's a chance that you could be dropped for, you know, a game or two. I really want to rotate that striker position pretty heavily. Vardy is probably, I mean, I'd say he's our starting striker at this point, but you know, it's pretty open. I mean, he wasn't like a world beater like Mahrez was last season, so I am willing to change things around a bit. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this game against Stoke City away. It is a tough way to start the season, but hopefully we can do it. Mendy relinquishing his spot from last season at center back, even though he is a center defensive midfielder. He was great there all of last season. Can we beat Leicester, or can we beat Stoke to get a win? Mahrez has put us in the lead. pretty early on. That's a good sign. Mahrez, hopefully he'll continue his form of last season and be a great player for us yet again this season. We've scored a second though. Gray with the goal this time. It's paying off playing him instead of Albrighton, which again I did because he's only one rating lower. Oh no, Schmeichel's injured though. That is worrying. We do have Marcos as a backup keeper. I don't want to use him though for a long period of time. Oh, god damn it. Literally a couple of days after I sell our old backup keeper, Schmeichel's injured. First time Schmeichel's been injured or red carded or anything. The first time he's had to miss a game so far in this career mode. He's out for 2 months, so I guess Marcos is going to be our starting keeper for 2 months now. He's 75 rated. I mean, he could do well there, but it's worrying. 75 rated is not that high. But oh well. I mean, I made the decision to get rid of Zieler, and I guess Marcos is going to jump into that starting spot like he wanted there. So hopefully he can prove to me that he's a good keeper. I'm just going to delete all of these. I'm going to hold off on sending in any offers until I have a scout report on every player in my short list. But I'm going to go ahead and train every player again here. Well, these two players again. So both of them going up 1 rating. Very nice to see. Galliano and Clement. Both 64 rated now. It's going to be interesting to see which one of them is going to go higher. Clement, I know, has potential of 85 or higher. I forget how high that goes, but I know he's supposed to be like 85, maybe 85 to 92 rated. But yeah, he's going to be a great player. Clement, I'm not too sure about, but they could keep growing together throughout the season. That would be interesting. So who did I just sell? All right, Andy King has went off to Stoke, or QPR even. Stoke was still on, so we do have 80 million now in the budget, which is a decent amount. We could get a pretty good player for that. Dybala there is in our scouting thing here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to bring him in. To be honest, how much does he reckon he's gonna cost? 77 to 92 million. Yeah, that's probably not happening. You know what though? Just for the Bants, I'm gonna put in an offer of 77 million. We'll see if they accept it. If they accept that offer, we're gonna buy Dybala. I'll just say it right now, I don't think it's going to happen. But, if they do, we'll buy it. We don't really need a striker as much as we need a left mid or a left back. But if we can bring in Dybala, that's going to be, he's going to be our key player until this career mode ends, probably. But we will go now and look at this. So, yeah, I don't have offers on, or scout reports on everyone. 69 rated at 19, that's promising. 60 rated at 17, he's going to be pretty cheap. Which would be nice. Gaia's going to be pretty expensive, I'd imagine. Could be worth it, though. We could try and bring Perisic in early. Or no, Perisic isn't one of the players that's in the... its contract is ending this season, so yeah, I guess he's just, a straight-up transfer target. We could try bringing him in. Ntep is probably my front runner. Maybe. I don't know. I might want Perisic more. Lamar, though... I want to see how high rated he is before I start sending in offers for left mids, because he could be my first choice. Let's see, who else we got? Keita we could try and get in a little bit early because his contract is expiring. We could get him in a little bit cheaper, get him in a season early. Yeah, between 12.4 and 17.5 million, that would be a pretty good deal. I'm going to go ahead and send in an offer because I had him in my Real Madrid agreement. I know he's a decent player. We're going to send in 13.6 million and see if Lazio will accept that. Hopefully they don't, actually, because I forgot to include Mark Albrighton in that deal. But yeah, now that we've looked through that, I will go ahead and progress to the next game, see if we get any more scout reports in that time, and that'll probably be the end of the episode. It doesn't look like we're going to. Got one message there. Okay, so that's just a player thanking me. Alright, so, we'll play another one. I don't want to just play one game and then do all that boring stuff. So Schmeichel is out, meaning Marcos is in as our starting keeper now, so he's going to have to come out. We'll just throw this youth guy in there. I'm going to start with the same strikers for this game. I'll give them a couple of games to see if they can put a goal or two in before I drop them. So, Arsenal, I hope it's not away. It shouldn't be away because we just played an away game in the previous match. But it could still be away. Just have to wait and see. Ah, fuck. It is away. Well, this is going to be a tough game to end the episode on. Hopefully we can end it with a win. They did draw 1-1 to Southampton, which could have even been a home game for them. But they've got a very weak team. Terrell I've never heard of. El Nani is pretty low rated. Coughlin's pretty low rated. Chambers is low rated. Jenkinson, Ospina. And we have went 1-0 up. This could cost them starting a weak lineup. You can look at their bench, and you can tell that they're starting a weak lineup against us, which is interesting. Because we did finish pretty close to them last season, but it's 1-1 now, and that's looking like it's going to end. But yeah, okay, so I mean, I would take that. Arsenal, paying a little bit for starting a weak lineup against us. I would think that they would have, wanted to win this game. But yeah, a draw, probably a good result for both teams, I would say. I mean, we are improving slowly this season. Haven't brought anyone in yet, but that's what we're going to do next episode. I'll be looking to sign a couple of players and play probably 2 or 3 more games. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. So leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys then.